Good morning, Virgo, and welcome to your Tarot Bite. This is Anna from Anna Transylvania's Tarot Room. How are you, Virgo? How are you this morning? Okay, this is your Tarot Bite for June 2025. Well, let's get into it, Virgo, okay? We have some things to talk about. So, first of all, Virgo, you guys are super hard workers, okay? You work hard and you work smart, okay? Now, there are certain circumstances where even if things are in balance, even if things are going good as far and they're healthy and everything like that, doesn't mean that we have to keep them that way. Okay? It doesn't mean that just because things are in balance, they're good for you. Okay? In this case, it's saying that there are certain things that have been happening to you that are quite not fair. Okay, sometimes life is not fair, but sometimes we got to take control of that and say, okay, well, this is not fair to me, and I'm just going to dominate the situation and I'm going to quit working on that. I'm going to quit struggling with these things that are not fair because they're not benefiting me. So just because they're benefiting everybody else in your vicinity doesn't mean that they benefit you. Okay? Uh, so it looks like for a lot of you, there have been some unfairness going on coming from a few people, okay? From maybe a group of people that you worked hard to be in, okay? And I mean, this is the Scorpio card, but it doesn't have to be, okay? It's just saying that you've worked very hard to heal yourself. You've worked very hard to nurture certain parts of you, okay? And there are people in your environment right now that you've been struggling with that have been struggling themselves, maybe, okay? But there's people in your environment that you're struggling with um, that have been quite unfair to you. And you've been trying to keep the peace, you've been trying to be the wise person and sort of dominate the situation and keep motivated to work on this friendship, work on this work on this, work on this thing, right? But now you're kind of like, you know what? Like, when do I get to have my time in the sun? And you're right, Virgo. I mean, look at you. You know, you've been working at this so long that you deserve to have some sort of a breakthrough in this situation here. Whether this the what does this mean for Virgo? What does it mean for them to have a breakthrough in this situation? Because you've suffered for so long, like you all are ready to rest. I mean, this is the work card. So in June, you guys are kind of giving it a rest for working for other people, and you're like, you know what, like I have to have a work-life balance. Like I can't just be working and like dominating these situations and everything like that. At some point in time I gotta sleep. Okay. Nope. Yeah, there you go. So this in astrology is the Pisces king. Okay. And some some people call this the Fisher king. If you know any of your Arthurian legends, you know about the Fisher King. So I'm not going to talk about the Fisher King in your reading, but you can go look it up if you want. Now, if you've watched to this point, this in astrology is your counterpart. So basically, this is who balances you out. Okay, so that's Virgo and Pisces are opposites in the astrology, in the skies. I didn't make the skies, so I'm just letting you know that this is so basically when when you guys have somebody that's Pisces, it balances you out. Okay, now this is saying that you guys, instead of being balanced out by the water queen in this case, instead of you being balanced out from the outside and working on outside circumstances to balance yourself out, okay, you're gonna go within this month. You're gonna go within this month and you're gonna be like, okay, I need to balance myself out. I can't always count on these people. Clearly, we can't count on this. It's been quite a struggle to find people that will balance me out, that will be good for me in certain situations. So that's what you're doing this month. You're going inside and finding that part that balances you out. I really love Virgo that these are all like sort of a masculine energy, because even if the males like sit down and everything like that, they're still representing the active principle. Okay. Now, in your case, it's representing a level up. The level up being you're not counting on other people to balance what you should be balancing on the inside, because you're realizing that that's a struggle and you're always like, well, that's not fair to me. And, keeping certain people around for these purposes prevents you from having the healing that you actually truly desire and deserve. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, you guys are having the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about balance. The Hierophant is about outer balance, but he reflects an inner balance. Okay. So with the King of Cups, it's about June is about going with the flow for Virgo. Okay. It's also about um, Saturn just went into Aries. Now, Saturn doesn't rule you or anything like that. He's not a ruler, but he rules Capricorn. So, if some of you have Capricorn tendencies and Capricorn things in your chart, Capricorn aspects, this one uh, is signifying that it's a more active time for you to sort of look inside. I really like the King of Cups for you, because sometimes you guys can be quite controlled, and the King of Cups says, no, you're still in flow, but you're controlling that flow now from the inside. Pretty good. I'm liking that. The Hierophant on the bottom says, good, 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 good. Some of you are going to the doctor. Some of this is actual physical healing, like you guys need to sleep. You guys need to recover your energy. You've been working hard on many projects, and now it's time for you to start working smart and like take some time for you to understand how to increase your own energies. Okay. Get some of that stamina back, girls and boys. Okay. Gender irrespective, of course. Yes, look at you. Yes. This is how you level up from being just a regular worker to being a king. Okay. By taking this action on the inside. Look, Virgo, your reading is kind of cut and dry. It's just talking about once you start being in the flow of you and start getting healthier and getting rid of these people who require more work. Yeah, look at them. Maybe taking a break or maybe slowing down on hanging out with them and everything like that. Once you do that, then you're gonna be able to make some plans moving forward. Okay, make some order out of this chaos of your life, but you have to slow down on these people. You have to allow these people to heal themselves and everything like that, and let them be in their own bubble where, like, you don't have to stick around all the time and to be so loyal to people that don't really reciprocate. Okay. You have to eventually reciprocate for yourself and start making plans on your own about what you're going to do. And this is how you level up. I love these healing cards for you, because that's saying that you're like not just healing your own body, because this is the body over here. Okay. And you've been working at it for a while, but like you're healing your finances as well. This is like root chakra kind of stuff. Okay. What else do we need to know for Virgo? Pretty cut and dry, Virgo, this morning. Okay. For June 2025, you guys are healing. Okay. All right. Any advice for Virgo cards? Any advice for Virgo? Okay. Any other advice for Virgo? Yes. Yes. Okay. So Virgo, this is another 7. Okay. So you're pretty much meant to be here in this place right now. 7s are a number of destiny, like you've already overcome your physical circumstances, and now it's time for you to choose where you want to go next. Okay, some of you are working on that already, so you've been working at this moment for a while. Okay, within this moment of destiny you've been working for a while. And it's saying once you overcome this and you look inside and you allow yourself to go with the flow a little, not other people's, but your flow, you're going to get a lot of choices coming in for you, a lot of other people coming in for you, a lot of offers and everything like that. You know, it's basically like the sky is going to open up with possibilities that you didn't think you had anymore, or that you thought you had to work so hard to get to. Okay. Sometimes it's about stopping and looking at what is around us instead of looking at where the work is, looking at what our environment is actually like. Now, because up to this point, you've also planned some stuff out, it is saying that having goals and aspirations and knowing what makes us happy will help us. Okay, I'm not a Virgo, but I have some Virgo placements. So having a goal and aspiration and knowing where the goalpost is at, okay, for your life is going to help you choose the right choice instead of doing anxiety and going, oh my God, am I going to choose the right choice? Look inside, go with the flow of you in the month of June. And by the end of the month of June, you'll see you have a lot of choices that you weren't seeing before. They were there this whole entire time. You were just not seeing them. And because by the end of the month of June, you guys are going to be doing some planning, you know, some life planning, some estate planning, some planning with your finances. You're going to be leveling up, right? Because some of you are doing that, you you are going to know which goal you can achieve next, and it's going to be not as nerve-wracking for you, not as much work for you, because you know what your goal is, you know what to choose of the many choices that are presented to you in the month of June. Okay, Virgo, so choose wisely, Virgo, choose wisely, choose according to your own plans. Okay, choose according to your own flow. All right, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to. Let me know if you want anything else, you know, DM me, comment. All right. Love you, Virgo. Mwah.